the term broken for Simon, it's almost like metaphysical. Like he's not only he's like mentally broken. Like Simon is the primate candidate for like a real life Joker. You know, if that shit ever comes to shove, then I'm gonna say I know that man. I know that layout. That fucker uses ISO. No fucking way that man uses like a tequilas and a side. No fucking way, you know. And then Kate would be, of course, Harley Quinn, and of course she would also use ISO because why the fuck not? And they blow shit up together probably.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
We would know who the Joker would be, especially when he gets up and he makes that sound that he always makes. Oh. But, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the Good Keyboard Friends podcast. Somebody who doesn't make when he stands up. Look who we have here. You may not be able to see him, but he's here. Mr. Kahlil from KNC Keys. Hello, sir.
Hello. Does my mic sound fine?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I can't really hear myself speak, so it's just with these headphones on.
It sounds fine. By the way, we can hear your kid on the back. I'm not sure if that's a problem. That's no problem at all.
That's no problem for me.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I'm in the living room right now. Laptop. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll just keep muting myself when needed.
No.
No need, really.
Yeah. Whatever's easiest.
You're gonna hear a whole lot of screaming then.
Hey, that's nothing different than our other episodes. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we have no Simon because it's super late. I mean, it's not super late. It's 8 p.m. But, you know, for him, it's late because he's an old man. We have no James because in Taiwan, it's like, I don't know, 8 a.m. and he has work. And Tangus, for him, it's like 2 a.m.
He has what?
Work.
What's that?
Oh. Somebody that knows a lot about work is our guest co-host, Dr. Gondo Lindrum.
Yes.
The doctor. Dr. Gondo, how are you, man? Before I introduce our guest for the second time, what have you been up to? Are you working?
I am working quite a lot, actually. Lots of projects. Lots of. I've been working lately. I've been working mostly on firmware, which is honestly a shittily boring part of doing PCBs. Firmware sucks, honestly. I don't know. I find it boring, but I've been working on that. It needs to be done. I've been working a lot on new projects. I've been working on this PCB. It's called the Hermes, which I actually delivered today, which is intended as the H88, 87 PCBs, which are like tankless, let's call them universal, or they fit a lot of keyboards. I'm doing a wireless version of that.
Oh, shit.
So the idea, so we would have very wide compatibility with a lot of tanklesses with wireless capabilities.
Fuck, dude. Put that in your back pocket because it will be relevant as part of a tangent that I will eventually get to.
The fuck?
But Mr. Kahlil, how are you, dude? Just in general. We can get to the marathon and everything afterwards, but between the couple months that we last talked and now, what have you been up to? Because it's been quite a while. So
recently got a promotion at work, so work busy.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, is that nice? That's nice. That's good.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. And then just training. I've just found a love for running, so I've been running consistently 5 days a week. I lift 4 days a week now. So technically I'm working out 7 days a week. I just kind of spread it out throughout the week. But yeah, just newfound love for just fitness in general, and constantly just trying to improve. And I don't know, I have a goal for myself now, 1 marathon down, and my next one is to run a sub 3 hour marathon, and then hopefully become a Boston qualifier and race in the Boston and all the other major marathons around the world. Yes, kind of the end goal with that.
Damn, dude.
Nice.
Nice. For the audio list, just listeners in general and watchers in general, and Dr. Gondo, Kahlil is an Air Force pilot.
I'm not an
I
Air
am.
Force pilot. I am in the Air Force though.
He's active duty Air Force, and that's all that I care about. He's fucking awesome, dude.
Finance.
Same, right?
Yeah. People
Finance,
always ask
like,
me, "What plane do you drive, or what plane do you fly?" I'm just like, fly a computer desk. I don't know, mouse and keyboard. I pay people. That's what I.
You're too good at a human being, man. If someone asks me what plane do you fly, I'm gonna say your mom or whatever. You know, I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
honest with that question. You know, come
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. Too. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean, I want to for sure. I definitely want to. That's the preferred response, but
I see. But you're politically correct. Okay,
yeah.
I get that. That's respectable, yeah.
dude. You touched on it briefly when I asked something similar, because I brought up how it could be like midnight, Gondo, and I buy something on KNC Keys, and the shipping label comes out like 5 minutes after midnight. But how do you now manage your job, active duty Air Force, with being a father, with being a husband, KNC Keys, and running all together? How do you manage that, dude?
Yeah. I no longer ship things out literally the moment I get them in. I always ship things out like the night of. I try to, or if it lands, like if someone places their order on Friday, I probably won't get to it on till Sunday night. Um, yeah, just trying to prioritize, I guess, family time and then my training and all. Uh, but yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You were saying how you were trying to get well, I'm not saying that you were not in shape already, but you were dealing with some knee things maybe when we talked first, and you were thinking
Oh
about
man, yeah,
what's
yeah.
up with that? Or how did it get better?
No, it's definitely better. So I guess the thing is, I think I just kind of jumped into it too quick. Too many miles too quick. I didn't do enough leg strengthening, so strengthening around the knees. So
Oh.
when you run, you're working like four main muscle groups, right? Your glutes, uh, calves, quads, and hamstring area. So I wasn't lifting when I first started running. So I guess that was my issue number one. I didn't strengthen around the knees. So yeah, a lot of what I was dealing with was knee issues. Got PT done, so physical therapy, saw a doctor. I didn't have x-rays done. I still want x-rays done because now I'm having like shin problems. But the knee problem is like no longer there. Um, but yeah, I think I now have stress fractures.
Oh, fuck.
Holy
Uh-oh.
shit.
Yeah, I ran a marathon with a possible stress fracture. I mean, I made it through. Yeah, the only
You
thing
know,
that's like giving me issues is my shin area now on
have you
both
never
legs.
thought of like slowing down a little bit? Like, hey, I'm getting literal bone fractures. I want to run a 3-hour marathon. Like, isn't that kind of don't you think
Yeah.
of just a little bit, you know?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I don't know. Like I know it's real bad, but I have these goals, man. I have these goals, and I want.
Oh fuck, I'm a human being. I have goals.
Yeah, not until I snap something, and then that's probably what'll stop me and slow me down. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why women live longer, guys. Everyone listening. That's exactly why women
Yes.
live longer. When shit breaks, then we stop. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Fuck, man.
Okay.
That I want to get Gondo's take on this too, after Kahlil, but that I guess that does make sense. When I was a wee lad, I felt like when I was in track and field, I didn't do cross country, but I was in track and field. The lifting portion was put aside for the runners because, like, oh, we don't want to get big and bulky. We don't want to, more muscle. You're gonna expend more, your the lactose. What's that? Lactose
It's the
like milk.
lactate
Yeah.
threshold.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
probably don't want that too, I guess.
yeah, because it builds up in your muscles, and you don't want big ass like muscles if you're a long distance runner. But I guess it does make sense, right? You should also do a little bit of weightlifting along with the running, but not to like
Yeah.
you're not doing like 1 RM squats or anything, right? What's your
No, no,
yeah.
no. Yeah, like I still lift light, relatively light. Like when I squat, I only squat a little over my body weight, so or actually around my body weight. I only lift like 160, and if my legs are feeling super fresh, I'll bump it up to like 185 at the most. Um, but yeah, I don't really. I guess that's literally my PR is like 185 right now, and I don't see myself pushing any further than that. I might like turn up the volume a little bit via like lunges and I don't know other things that involve your legs and whatnot, full body cleans and all those things. But yeah, not really after the weight gain.
I gotcha. That makes sense, right, Gondo? Maybe as a runner, you might still want to do a little bit of weightlifting because it can help strengthen those areas. I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to weight lift to be a marathon runner or to become a runner in general. You still have to work on, I guess, the mobility piece. Still have to strengthen your legs up. So, gradually starting in, just gradually starting slow, building up. Definitely get some hill workouts in because that's going to help out a lot with the strengthening piece if you're not lifting. What I think, one of the greatest marathon runners, Kipchoge. I don't know how to say his last name. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah. Yep. He
about.
doesn't.
Eliud or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yep. He doesn't lift weights at all. Actually, just his regimen is strictly no weightlifting. Everything is body weight. Yeah, everything is body weight, and yeah, he runs at crazy, insane speeds.
Dude. Uh, before I talk about that, Gondo, I cut you off. I'm sorry. You had a thought?
I mean, I had the thought that people generally associate strength with size. Not the case, right? People That's because people generally associate strength with bodybuilding, which is an entirely different sport from what I do. You know, uh, I'm big, but the guys that lift my weights are bigger because I don't train for size. I train for strength. Strength is neuromuscular. There's also this weird because I used to run. I tried running, but I just have this huge frame. I'm bulky, so when I tried running, my knees went to shit. I did a marathon in 3 hours and a half,
Oh,
and then yeah, and I was like, "Fuck that!
Sheesh.
Fuck that! This shit sucks." Um, so I went to physio, and the physio was like, "Hey, listen, you can't do both because if you do both, you're gonna fuck it up." So yeah, I chose powerlifting. But people when they run, they have these preconceived ideas of lactic acid. Like that makes any sort of sense? Fuck you, you know. No, it doesn't make no fucking sense at all. Okay, so if I get bulky, I'm gonna get more lactic acid. No, you're not fucking vinegar or whatever. That's not how it happens.
yeah.
Um, and there's also this misconception that running people can't get strong. Also not truth. When you're running, there's this I forget the name of this paper, but there's this paper in kinesiology that says that they actually measure that kind of thing, and they say that the compression rates on your knees as you're running, they get to 4 to 5 times your body weight. So just imagine that, right? So you have to have muscles because the muscles they take the load a little bit
Yep.
off from the joints, right? So yes, running people they have to weightlift a little bit, if ever. You know, actually, everyone should. People in contact sports, super important that they do. One thing that I've always played was contact sports, so handball, rugby, a little bit, and I've never gotten injured because of that. Because I'm strong enough so that my joints are protected and that kind of thing. So it's very important. That being said, you have individualities, right? So I can't run. I've already said, okay, so I want to get in the sub 3 hour marathon. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm more into the muscular type person, so I'm happy with that. I do miss one of the things that I miss is the running people. Running people, they're generally very chill.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. It's some sort of sport that caters to a very specific psyche. of people that are just chill. They just like to run and see shit, and it's soothing almost. Yeah.
Do you do your training solo, Kahlil, or do you sometimes run with a training partner or a group?
I primarily solo just because I like to follow a plan. I use an app called Runna, which essentially just generates my plan for however many weeks out, and I just stick to it. Um, if it aligns well enough with a running group, I'll participate. On a Saturday run with a running group at a local coffee shop.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. So that's about as far as that goes. Every once in a while, I invite my brother out, my stepbrother who lives a couple hours south of me, if to like a 5K or a 10K. He actually ran a half marathon with me in September. Yeah, he did it with like little to no training, so
oh
not the
god,
best time,
yeah.
but he lifts quite a bit. Um, and yeah, we had a good time.
What are the training the running groups like? I mean, I'm sure obviously I knew that there were running communities, but that's super cool how there's a running
Yeah.
group. Is there somebody that like paces the others, or do you just all try and run at the same pace, or is it okay if you get spread out and things like that? Or
It definitely I feel like it's pretty clicky for the most part.
uh,
I'm not gonna lie. The one I go to is pretty clicky.
yeah,
I'm rather new. I've only participated twice now, I think, but I got to meet some good people, some cool people both times. I got to meet the owner of the coffee shop too through it. Um, and uh, and yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'd say everyone's pretty friendly. But I guess the one thing I dislike is the clicks. Can't really get away
mm,
from that. But yeah, once you kind of find your click, you kind of just run together and help pace. So I guess I'm kind of considered a faster runner, especially the
Yeah.
shorter distances. So I kind of stick with the faster group towards the
Yeah.
the front of the crowd. They
uh,
help me push through for sure.
I have a quick funny thing. Do you two ever have, speaking of coffee shops and running, do you two ever have an issue with coffee and running? Like
Issue.
drink a little coffee and then you start running, that you move around and then some things are like rumbling in your tummy and
Oh
you
no,
might shit yourself.
I always take a dump before working out.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
so smart. You're so smart.
I don't take chances.
Oh, dude, no, that kind of brought me back to the marathon. Oh,
Tell
Lord.
tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell us.
Dude, all right. So I think about eight
Are you one
miles
of those
into the
guys that like
marathon.
pees on yourself and takes a dump
No,
on
no,
the
no, no,
street?
no, no,
No,
no,
because
no,
those
no,
guys
no.
exist. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are signs. There were signs. One literally at the start was "Don't shit yourself," and that's the only thing running through my mind at the time. Like I took a shit before the marathon, right? But about 8 to 9 miles in, it hit me hard. I'm like, holy
Oh fuck!
fuck.
Nature calls.
Yes, and it's like, yeah, it was bad. And then I was with the Pacers, with the like the 340 Pacers is who I was with. So I had to stop at a porta potty, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna suffer now. I'm gonna suffer my time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I know for a fact, I know myself so well that I'm gonna like I'm gonna squeeze this thing out real quick, and then I'm gonna have to try to catch up with these guys. And
Yeah.
I did exactly that.
Oh.
I think like for the next 2 miles, I ran like a 6 minute flat,
Yeah.
which is super fucking bad because I was tired after that.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. But
Fuck.
I guess that was part of the
I,
marathon.
I have a very weird, a very funny story about that. So when I was trying to get into running, so I went biking because I was huge. It was
Yeah.
like insanely obese. Then I biking, then running. And then so I had this running buddy, and he had this girlfriend, and she had like 3 cats. So she had like her bedroom had like 3 those sandboxes that cats litter boxes, because she
Oh,
left in the, because of course, because and when you talk to her, it's like, hey, they're people, so they use the bathroom like everyone else, so they have the litter boxes in the bathroom. That's fine. So I was running with him, and then nature calls, and he says, hey, can you wait like 10-15 minutes so I can leave this here. And then he arrives there, and then like 15 minutes later, he comes back and says, "So there was a problem. What the toilet wasn't working, and I had to use one of the litter boxes." And I'm like, "That's fine." But then the problem wasn't that. The problem was his girlfriend arriving home and seeing this huge turd in the fucking litter box and said, "Which one of the cats produced?"
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Can you imagine this huge human turd? And then you say like,
kids came from a cat.
yeah, like, and there are like 3 cats, and she's like, "Which one of them?"
Oh my
You know, that yeah.
Holy fuck, dude.
And she like took them to the vet, and I wanted to know. I wanted to hear that conversation. I wanted to hear her talk to the vet and say, "Hey, so I arrived there one day, and I saw this huge fucking turd in the litter box, and then I don't know what to do because it's obviously a problem." She thought that was a problem with one of the cats. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the vet like, "Hey, no, they're fine." You know.
Bring the fecal matter in for testing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, when you said kitty litter, I thought I was thinking about it, but I did not expect that.
No,
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
like, "Dude, you could have just, gone to a neighbor or something."
Yeah.
And he said, and he was like, "There was no time."
There was no time.
There was no time. It was either that or floor or I don't know something. And I was like, "Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess."
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
And then I just it becomes so like psychotic because it starts getting serious. So
Yeah.
I saw it and I say, "Hey, why didn't you pick it up?" And he's like, "It's a
Oh.
fucking litter box."
Yeah,
You don't pick it up. You just leave it there. And I'm like, that's weird. So the story has like levels of insanity, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Fuck. That's the clip of the week. Oh, for sure. We're doing these things thanks to Gondo, where we clip like a couple minutes or like funny parts of an episode or like good parts of an episode, and we release.
Oh
them.
yeah.
It's fucking
Hell yeah,
glorious.
man.
Yeah.
Good for the
Oh, man.
algo.
You should do that. You should
Yeah.
absolutely do that. Yeah.
For you
Do
two,
that.
a question for you two. When did you transition from running to training for a marathon or like wanting to do a marathon? What was the thing, the catalyst that were like, hey, I'm gonna run, but I'm also going to have this goal of running a marathon or like a half marathon first. Like, how did that transfer from running to wanting to do this?
You can start.
Like, what were the reasons? Gondo?
Honestly, it was just natural. The thing is, I think I said this in one of the podcasts. I started doing exercise just because I was in a very dark period of my life, and I just needed something to shave steam off. And it was a lot of fucking steam. So at one point, I was just getting good at it, and it just came natural that it was like a Sunday or a Saturday, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to just run." So I put in some new. I remember clearly that there was. So I like this band a lot called Machina, and they released a new album. So just put on the new album and you run and you listen to it. I ran the marathon. I mean, it was like the 42 kilometers of a marathon, but in weird terrain. So I don't know if that counts as a marathon or something like that. Yeah. But it was like 3 hours 40, 3 hours 30.
That's good. That's good, man.
That's nice. But then, with that, I was also lifting. So my knees were starting to hurt a
Oh
lot.
man.
And, yeah. So, but I wasn't like lifting to running. I was like lifting to get to like weights.
Yeah.
So yeah, it.
I want to say a lot of my
But
lifting
it
kind of
worked out.
revolves around running for the most part. Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. That's nice.
Real quick, for those of us, me specifically, that don't know anything about marathon times, what is that? Under 4 hours is really good, or like
Yeah, under 4 is generally pretty good for sure. Because that's about a 9-minute pace or lower. Yeah.
damn.
I guess they kind of consider you fast once you hit that like 8:30 pace or lower. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you can run it in like anywhere in the 7 minutes or lower than that, you're kind of considered like an elite athlete. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Damn.
You also can think about averages. So
we
if
can.
you run 42 kilometers in 4 hours, that's kind of like 10 kilometers an hour. It is something that you can maintain, and that's I would say that that's pretty good. That's pretty nice. It's difficult
Oh
to
my
maintain
God,
10 kilometers an hour for 4 fucking hours. Getting it into 3 is way more difficult, and sub 3 is you have to actually like dedicate very much time and training to it.
dude. I can imagine Gondo like being huge, like fucking built, but also able to run. That's like Terminator level shit,
No, I
dude.
was
That's
more skinny. I was much more skinny. I was much
oh.
more. No, I'm right now. I'm like 110 kilograms. I don't know how much that is in pounds. I
240?
can't
Yeah.
probably 240. Yeah,
No.
and my I think my fat percentage is like 12%, 13%. The last one that I did. So like those 110 something kilograms, they are legit, you know. And I can't run. I can run for a long time, but on the treadmill because the treadmill has dampeners.
Yeah.
So the treadmill is much more forgiving than street because the gym treadmills, they have lots of dampeners. I can still do. I did it last week. I did like 2 hours.
Fuck
I
yeah.
can still do it. So I still have the cardio, but my problem is joints. Being this big, the problem is joints.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But I was much skinnier. I was like 90 kilograms or something.
I got you. Still though. Still. That's what? Like 190 pounds? No?
I
Yeah,
have
that's
no idea, but
yeah, I'm sorry. How many washing machines is that?
I don't know. The thing is, because I'm tall and I'm like wide, I
Yeah.
was skinny. It's a lot, but for the body type, that's not
Well,
a
you're
lot.
pretty close. 198 pounds.
That's still fucking scary, like a like
It
200
is.
pounder guy
It
that
is.
can run.
Oh,
It
sorry.
is.
Man.
No, those fuckers are dense. The people that run, that are like built to run, the guys are like fucking made of rocks or steel because they look skinny and they look very lean, but they're insanely heavy. So they are like very dense or something. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
That's Kahlil.
Probably, yeah.
The heaviest I've ever been is 178 pounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 170 pounds. I weighed in at 155 today. Before I
Wow.
ran my marathon, I actually set a goal to weigh in at 140.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because that's around the same weight I was when I like first enlisted in the military.
Holy
I was
shit,
skinny.
dude. How much?
140.
How tall are you?
5'7". Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
relatively skinny. I'm skinny. I'm not tall at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
So 155
Nice.
right now.
And so when did you end up wanting to do the marathon? Or like when did
Oh
that
man.
cross your mind?
Oh yeah. So I think I guess coming into a new unit where I work now, it's a lot more like fitness focused for sure. A lot of people motivated me to like kind of get back into shape. I also just hit 30 this year, so it's kind of like my epiphany hit where like I really got to start knocking out some things that are on my checklist, my bucket list, and I guess marathon's always been on there.
Yeah.
Man, the 30s, they hit hard, man.
Yeah.
When I hit the 30s, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what happened to me, man.
They hit hard.
It hit hard.
They
I was
hit
just
hard.
like, I guess I'll just
You know?
sign up for a half marathon. Literally, like the same week I think of my birthday, I signed up for a half marathon. Started training for that. Couple more.
Wait, so you started training after signing for for a half marathon?
This guy's got balls.
Yeah.
That's
No, I mean I gave
huge,
myself a
mega,
deadline, so it's like 4 months out. So I was like, that's plenty of time. Plenty of time, kind of starting from nothing. Like in terms of running, like I've only trained for a mile and a half at the longest, right? Because that's what the Air Force required. Uh, and so I
Okay.
just signed up for the half marathon. I think I ran like my first 11 miler and I'm like, okay, I'm hurting really bad, but I can do it. So
Yeah.
I think I was like 3
Okay.
months out, and I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. I'll sign up for a full marathon, and I'm really just gonna keep like this is just gonna motivate me to keep pushing forward. I can't quit now because I already bought in, and I don't want to throw away the money. Like marathons aren't cheap. Yeah,
Oh,
No, they're
yeah.
not.
can you explain how, like, you don't have to give like an exact figure, but like $100 or
No, they're more than that.
oh
I want to
shit.
say
They're more than that.
a full marathon's probably give or take around like $200. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
It's probably
But
around.
honestly,
Sorry, it depends on how far out you are. If you like book it like a year in advance, it's probably like $120. But every few months, it just like gradually climbs to about like 200, 240. I looked at the Hawaii one that's next month. If you were to buy it right now, it's like damn near $300. The Honolulu one,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. I'm like really interested in going there and running that, but I don't want to drop $300 after tickets,
Yeah.
family tickets. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, you have to actually get there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not only like the price of the yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, the what scares me in like the running sport athletics isn't like the entrance fee to events, because of course they have entrance fees and that kind of makes sense. Yes, they're a lot, but it kind of makes sense. But what people don't know a lot is how ridiculously expensive good shoes are,
Yes.
and
Oh.
Oh man, don't get me started on
how
that.
quickly they wear out. Like they're insanely expensive and they wear out very quickly.
Yeah, especially super shoes. Super shoes aren't necessarily built to last. Like a good pair of super shoes probably lasts you like 300 miles, which isn't it seems like a lot, but it's like the average running shoe should last at least 400 miles. So anywhere between 200 300 miles, super shoes should last you that long. It's relatively pretty short lifespan for a shoe. Um, yeah, I think I have a running shoe rotation right now, and it consists of 5 different shoes. That's probably
Yep.
seems like a lot, and the average like cost of this shoe, I'd just say like the lowest cost is probably $180 with the high. No, no,
Wow.
no, that's not true. The Evo SL is 130, 150. I do have access to some military discounts at employee stores and whatnot, so that helps out with the 50%, 40% off. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, they get up to damn near $300 per shoe, and I have
Yep.
probably 5 shoes in my rotation right now, and yeah, they're probably good for maybe up to like a half a year. It's at depending on how many miles you're putting up. Yeah, I know people that are running 100 miles in a week. I only run like 20 to 30. But I know I'm going to have to really ramp that up when I start training for my next marathon. Probably ramp it up into the 50s, and I don't know if I'll ever push 100, but we'll see.
For both of you, tell me and the watchers and listeners about the methodology about many shoes. You want like a race shoe and like a
Oh
training
yeah,
shoe,
yeah,
like multiple, or
yeah. Well,
No, I mean,
you want to take this?
sure. No, go on, go on, go on.
All right.
Absolutely.
Sorry. So for me, I get excited when I talk about this. My
Fuck
coworkers,
yeah.
my
hell
coworkers,
yeah.
my coworkers and my friends, they tell me how annoying I am. They say you're vegan now. You're a vegan now.
Yeah.
They let
Not
me.
my fault you don't have goals. Not
Yeah.
my fault you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
You know?
Like no, I'm just preachy and yeah. And I always tell people how great running is and blah blah blah, and I can't stop talking about it. But yeah, running shoes and yeah, each shoe in my rotation kind of has a purpose. I have a daily. So a daily for me is kind of like an easy run. So an easy run is that's zone 2 runs. Um, so I can't really go into detail what zone 2 is. I just kind of follow what my watch tells me. It's like I have to stay in a certain heart rate essentially. So it's
Yeah.
an easy run shoe is kind of like well padded and it's for slower paces. Um, and then I have a really light, not necessarily minimal cushioning, but definitely less cushioning than my easy run shoe. I use that for like tempo
Okay.
runs and interval runs, but it's super lightweight. Um, I know some people like to put speed trainers or they like to put carbon fiber plates in some of those, but I kind of feel like that's cheating. And you're not working your legs as much as you should be during those type of runs. Speed runs, interval runs, for me, they should feel like a workout because they truly are. And then I have a long run shoe, not necessarily my marathon running shoe, but a long run shoe which doesn't have a plate in it. Um, and it's kind of a balance between cushion and and uh, and I guess weight. So being super lightweight, agile, and that's the Asics Mega Blast for me. It's just the perfect long run shoe. It's
What's the name?
Mega Blast. I know, super corny.
Mega Blast.
Yes, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asics is super corny with their naming convention. They have a Nova Blast, a Mega Blast,
Yeah. It's super corny
Yeah.
and weirdly sexual.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, there it is. Yep. That's it, the Mega Blast.
Dude, that's legit.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's practically a super shoe, but it just doesn't have that carbon fiber plate in there. Then I have a carbon fiber plate which I solely use for marathon running, or I have two actually. So I have one that I kind of dedicated, has less foam, less weight. That one I dedicate to like 5K races. And then I have one that's more foamed up, a little bulkier, but it helps with the protection, obviously. Absorbs some of the impact that I use for
Nice,
marathons,
okay.
10Ks and half marathons. Yep. So I guess those are my. I went over 5 shoes, right? Mega Blast,
fucking awesome.
easy. That's
Yeah.
4. I have one other shoe that I use for something else rather, but it's not coming to mind right now.
Flip flops.
Yeah, there
for
you go.
running the
Yeah,
last time.
recovery shoes. No, I was just joking.
Oh.
I do have a recovery shoe too. Even I have a sandal that I wear all the time. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Before I say my next thing, Gondo, do you have anything to add? Because again, you've ran multiple
Fuck
shoes.
shit. Man, I fucking hate how people generally say that running is easy. It's fucking not. It's insanely complicated. One of the things that I love about powerlifting, and it's what drove me to it, is that it's like the simplest sport I found. It's just, it's not that it's doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And the equipment is very simple. It's the same equipment. I have lifting shoes.
Yeah.
Because when you start getting to like I use one of those commercial gyms, and the floor is not good. It's not very stable. They have those rubber floors, so I have to have a shoe that has like the nice. So it's very hard. Like the sole is hard and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just that. It's the most expensive thing that I own, like $100 equivalent, which is already very expensive for Brazil standards, but awesome. In the weightlifting belt. That's it, which is very cheap. And the powerlifting people, they're also very simple people, because it's simply how much you can weight for a certain amount of reps. You have a minimum technique, and you have to. That's it. Running, on the other hand, like you can think that running people, they just put on shoes and they go. No, there's like in different levels and types of training of things that you want to train, and each thing has a different shoe. Kel was just saying about that. Each thing has a different shoe, and you can customize your shoe and put plates and not put plates. Or maybe, and then you have like recovery shoes. Like, what the fuck? No, thank you. No, sir, thank you. It's just way too complicated for my dumb friend. I just like to go into the gym, lift shit, be an asshole, and get back home. That's it.
Oh man, no, it's
That's it.
it's fucking cool what you both talk about. This may seem obvious because each sport has, you play basketball, you wear basketball shoes, you don't wear flip flops, but it's cool to hear Kahlil talk about the different shoes and the different equipment that he uses, because like a power lifter, you have a specific shoes eventually, or like a weightlifting belt. Some people use knee sleeves, some people use knee wraps. So many different types of equipment that aid you in whatever your endeavor is, running or lifting. That's super fucking awesome. Like I'm sure there's something to be said, and there's maybe a camp for minimalist, either running or powerlifting, but there's different strokes for different folks. And I feel like if I wanted to get into running, I would try and use equipment that would benefit me versus going like the minimalist route. I don't know. This is just a smooth brain talking, but
Yeah. I mean, I guess one of the main reasons for how do I put this in words? So I guess one benefit to having like a shoe rotation per se is also injury prevention.
Yeah.
For especially with like certain types of runs that you might want to do. So you don't want a super bulky, uh, foamed up shoe for something that's intended to like really push you, and you
Mhm.
want to, it's like a speed workout, for instance, or an interval workout. You don't want a super heavy, foamed up shoe because with that, it kind of promotes more of a almost heel to midfoot strike when you should be focusing more on like a forefront to midfoot strike. And I guess running form is also pretty damn crucial too. Um,
Yeah.
if you land solely on your forefronts, you're going to experience a whole lot of calf and shin discomfort. If you're landing on your heel, the back, your heel, you're gonna experience a whole lot more knee pain discomfort. So that's also when I
Oh.
first started running, I didn't know about this, and that's also where a lot of my knee pain came from because I wasn't aware of like uh, where I'm planting my foot when I run, and a lot of it was heel striking at the time. So yeah,
Fuck, the more you know. That's fucking
yeah,
like what Gondo was saying. The heel, the
yeah.
different strides.
The
Oh
the
my god.
midfoot is ideal because it's
Okay.
kind of brace for a little bit of
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Well, so what was your training like leading up to the half marathon? And then if anything changed leading up to the marathon? Like what type of training did you do?
Um, Type of training, I want to say leading up to the half marathon, I don't really think I had any like strength workouts. I did some like mobility workouts and stuff like that, really basic stuff. Um, and I was using the Garmin training plan. It's like a free Garmin. If you have a Garmin
Mm,
watch, you might know about it. You can just start up a free plan.
Yep.
Um, yep, I love my Garmin watch so much, man. It's the greatest thing ever.
Fucking
I
awesome.
switched over from Apple Watch, and yeah, never going back, baby.
No.
Yep. So yeah, started up with the Garmin watch. The plan I followed didn't necessarily have the greatest like strength plans involved. Uh and I was still experiencing a lot of knee pain at the time, and I became aware of the Rena app, and that kept
mhm.
getting recommended to me. So I checked it out. I started the trial, and just kind of looking over the plan that it generated for me. Um, it just started out with just 2 strength exercises a week, and that helped me really kind of get into the strength piece. And I actually enjoyed those workouts more. Um, yeah, I enjoyed the workouts more. They're more practical, and yeah, I felt as if they were more beneficial. Sorry if I didn't necessarily answer your question there. Kind of
No, no,
going
no.
off a little side tangent.
No. You totally did. How were your like long distance runs and interval runs or like quicker runs? Was it more like 1 to 2 long distance runs a week and then like 2 or 3 interval
Okay, yeah.
runs?
Yeah, I run 5 days a week. I typically have one long run, which is dedicated for Saturdays. Um, I typically have 2 easy runs and then 2 workout runs or speed runs. So I have typically like an interval run that I'll do on a
Yeah.
Tuesday. So that'll be like sprints or something like that. Um, and then Thursday will typically consist of like a tempo run. So just maintaining like a higher pace for a prolonged period of time. Yeah, typically what the tempo run consists of. Definitely, both of them definitely push you out of your comfort zone for sure, but that's kind of the purpose of them. The easy runs is like maintaining that zone two. And I guess according to the science, staying in that zone two for prolonged periods of time also help to increase your endurance overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll touch on that after this, but I want Gondo to chime in because it's awesome to hear that. For those of you that remember the exercise episode, or even the first Gondo episode where we
The
talked about it
gains.
briefly,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, you can't fucking max out every single exercise, right? You gotta have different varying percentages and stuff like that. You can't do hard all the time, right?
So any modality that you choose, you're gonna have that. You have to recover, and you can't just keep on pushing. Each sport has their own way of that kind of thing. For instance, when I was running, my physio told me to increase 5%, try to increase at most 5% a week. Okay, so you're running 10K, try 10.5. Because
Yeah.
if you maybe you can run 12, I don't know, but if you keep running the 12 in your joints, because joints also adapt like muscles, they don't grow. Tendons, they do grow, but they're much slower than the muscle and that kind of thing, which is most of the times why lifting people get injured, tendons, because they have way too strong muscles, but the tendons are not prepared for that. So in powerlifting, what you do is you can't just go on and on and on and on. You're gonna get fucked up for two reasons. First is recovery. It's as simple as that, especially for natural. So people that take steroids and hormones, one big advantage of those is that you recover faster. For powerlifting, we don't want to get bigger, but you want to train more. You want to do more things, and getting that recovery. For instance, on Sunday I did the leg day. So 200 kilogram squat 5 times. So I'm still fucking sore.
Yeah.
If I were using the juice, then I would probably not. I would just be able to do. I would just be ready to do another one. Just run on. So those kinds of things matter. And it's for powerlifting. Strength sports, they are much more about your neurological perception capabilities than most other ones. So not only you actually have the strength to do that, but there's also some neurological things going on. So as you go on progressing, your body fills with certain neurotransmitters. One key of them being cortisol. So I can definitely see that when I'm on a loading period, I am a little bit more irritable. And so
for
you
sure.
do a week, 2 weeks of that. In running, you also have that. So the body is a fucking machine, man. There's lots of moving parts, and you can't just keep pushing on it. So you have to do your thing and then recover, and you do different trainings. Sometimes you have this specific part that you need to work on. When I was running, my problem was the knee, so I had to train a lot of the muscles that stabilize the knee. Uh, Other people they have problems with the actual muscles that power you, so they're actually doing exercises for glutes, for instance, for propulsion. So there's a lot that goes on into it. But yeah, strength training, you can't just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, otherwise you're gonna get pissed and broken very easily.
Yeah. Again, this is because I didn't know any better. But a long time ago, I thought that in order to run faster, you would just run faster. Like, just run faster. But actually, something that helped me, I'm not saying that this helps everybody, and I want your guys' input on this. We're doing sprints or like interval training. That made me run faster. That increased my my pace versus just like trying to go faster when I'm running, like pushing myself on like a long ass run. Cause I used to just like run like 2 to 3 miles, and the next week I try and run a little faster. And maybe that works. Hey, maybe that works, maybe that doesn't, but it didn't really help me until I started doing sprints. But did you two notice that as well? Like your pace was better when you did sprints and like 100 meters real quick, and then take like a 30-second or a minute break, and then 100 meters sprint again, and doing that for like 5 or 6 sets? Or
Yeah,
when did you guys get fast?
I believe the speed workouts and like the interval workouts, those are there to help you get faster. It's kind of like a building block type of workout for sure. Something that I kept wanting to ask you, Gondo.
What's up?
Do you take supplements? Are there any supplements that you stand
Which
by?
ones?
Oh boy, no. For me, I'm really big on collagen. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to take collagen. My nutritionist said that doesn't do much.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just I went by the specialist. She said, hey, that
Okay.
kind of doesn't do much. So if you take collagen, the thing is when you eat protein, it gets broken down in our stomach, anyways.
Yeah.
So that kind of doesn't make sense. There's some research that shows like 1 or 2% improvement, but that's not much. So I was like, hey, that's fine. She said, well, you're much better off just having more whey protein because I have to get I have to get an insanely high protein level a day. So the whey was just much more worth it
Yeah.
for me.
I know a body lifter, and he has to. Well, yeah, he has an insanely high protein intake on a daily basis, but he has to drink at least a gallon of water.
Yes, sir.
2 gallons of water. It just fucks up your stomach with how much protein you take.
5 liters a day here.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that there's a lot that goes into nutrition, man. So one of the problems that I was having with water is that you have to take this certain amount per body kilogram. So there's a number. It's like 50 milliliters. When you do 110, when something, it's 5 liters. So it's a huge amount. The problem is that if you keep drinking that all day, it dilutes your stomach acid.
Oh wow.
So it makes your digestion go to fuck. So I've become this animal sometimes where I just chug a full fucking bottle of water, you know, and also the same thing with eating nothing. And for anyone that's hearing this, I can assure you, nothing prepares you for the kind of hunger that comes with training. It's on a whole different level. When I like actually training and I'm consistent with it, shit goes down fast. Like 3-4 pizzas. I just ordered 6 of them. Before getting here, I ate 6 large pizzas.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
It all went to his ass. Yeah.
Oh man, that must account to like 5 or 6,000.
Oh man.
How
much you burn?
Yeah.
How much did you burn?
Oh man, so my daily intake is 4.
Okay.
So it kind of evens out. So maybe I'll just not do as much on the rest of the week. So then I shave some off. But per training, at least I don't know how it's called. You know that when you go it's a sort of medical examination where you go on the treadmill and they put like probes all over your body and you have the mask and they measure like
VO2
your
max.
actual VO2 max. I think it's spirectomy. I don't know how it's called. I think that's how it's called in English. But basically, they measure your real calorie intake and outtake, like how much you really burn.
Yeah.
And mine was like insanely high.
Oh,
Because
man.
then again, when you're when you're this big and you're running, so I have to eat a fucking lot, and nothing prepares you for that, man. I remember sometimes, like when I am with family, so my grandmother and my uncles are here. Sometimes I just left in the room eating because they're just tired of waiting.
That's crazy.
Fuck them! I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Gotta
get huge. Yeah.
Gotta get huge. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
What other supplements both of you take? Anything else?
Whey and creatine. That's it for me.
Creatine for sure.
The thing about creatine for sure.
Yeah.
Creatine is one of those you can take. Creatine has even been shown to improve brain activity,
Yeah.
memory, and that kind of thing. To the point that in some countries they give creatine for elders in elder homes and that kind of thing. And whey. The thing about whey is convenience. So I have to go training, and I train like fuck. If I eat a huge fucking meal and go to the gym, I'm gonna barf it out. It's not gonna happen, right? So the whey is one way to get that protein level in liquid form, which doesn't fuck you up that much. But there are also some tricks, So I take some coffee, some whey, and some papaya.
Oh.
And if you guys don't know that, papaya makes you do it. It just goes through.
Fiber. Yeah.
It helps you insanely with that. So it's very nice because then there's this whole ritual. And I take it, bathroom and gym.
You're just
I don't
consuming the
take my
papaya
chances, man.
whole.
Fuck yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, all right. Papaya salad, Thai style? No, that's the only way I
No,
can consume it. Shit.
just the fruit. The
Oh,
fruit without the seeds.
okay,
Without the
okay.
seeds, because the seeds are poisonous or some shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so.
There's something about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the papaya with whey, some milk, coffee, and oats.
Ah,
Huge fan of oats.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I do
Because
overnight oats every day. Yeah.
they're awesome.
With
The
whey.
thing is, if a lot of things come in, a lot of them have to come out. It's just simple math.
For sure.
Yeah.
So oats really help you. They really make your life quality much, much higher. So absolutely have oats.
We touched upon it a little bit, but what is your diet like, Kahlil?
Oh,
do you
dude, I
eat?
don't really have a diet. I eat whatever my wife makes. So whatever she's in the mood for, I eat it.
Yeah.
That's also the problem with my weight.
wholesome.
That's the problem with my weight loss journey is it's not going well because I kind of eat whatever the hell I want. Yeah.
And you burn off though, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But that's also why I'm not 140 right now, is because I eat too much and sometimes I drink too much. So I try not to. I drink if I know I don't have a work or a run that really matters the next day. I guess like a
Okay.
long run I won't do, or a speed session I won't drink the night before. But
Yeah.
if it's like an easy run, yeah, I'll probably have a drink. You know.
That's fucking awesome.
Nice.
The question after this segue or like this tangent, you were talking about Thai. What's it called? Somtam, like papaya salad or something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Something that I want to ask you too. So speaking of Thais, so
Speaking of what? Sorry,
speaking of
what are we
Thais, yeah,
What are ties?
Thailand people.
Okay, I see where
Yeah.
this is going. Go on.
Gondo that one night. No, I'm just joking.
You're fucking
Mu-
Japanese. Don't give me that shit. You're not Thai. You're Japanese.
Muay Thai, the combat sport of Muay Thai.
You know
Yeah.
something funny? I'm
You go,
gonna
go,
make
go.
this joke. Hubert, he's German Japanese. If you learn Italian,
I'm
You're gonna
Indonesian.
close-
I'm
you're
German
gonna do-
Indonesian.
you're gonna do the axis of evil. You should absolutely do that. Indonesian. It's not Japanese. It's Indonesian.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Japanese.
Axis of evil.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man, you look far from Japanese to me.
No, I think in one of the podcasts.
Is that bad? Let's get that.
No, in some of the podcasts it said Asian. I think I heard Japanese, and that was just a joke that came to me. If that dude learns Italian, that will be so awesome.
The triple threat.
The triple
Oh my
threat. Yeah, that man. Stop that man.
Fuck. Yeah, it's the sport Muay Thai. It's a combat
If you're
sport,
hearing this podcast and you didn't understand, go fucking read the book.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. We're not gonna talk about it anymore.
We're not going to talk about it. Read a book.
And the last episode of the Good Keyboard Friends.
Yeah.
Fuck. So, this is not always with every single person that practices Muay Thai, or even every single Thai that practices Muay Thai. But something that's fucking crazy, it's just their lifestyle. Some of them drink super fucking hard, eat wherever the fuck they want, and then they beat each other up, like in a fight, in a Muay Thai match, with elbows, knees, and things like that. And it's like they enjoy fighting, right? But they also enjoy, I wouldn't say vices, but like enjoying life, eating, drinking, and shit
Vices.
like that. Yeah, there's something to be said. I understand. I 100,000% understand being very focused and disciplined, and not straying off your path of whatever exercise, whatever you want, running, powerlifting, Olympic weightlifting. There's something to be said about that. I respect that. You gotta be crazy sometimes, practicing your craft. But I like when people talk about, hey, I'll have a beer before I run. Not before I run. Like, I'll have a
While I
beer
run.
and then while I run, beer mile. No, it's fucking awesome, dude. Like, you still enjoy life because it's not the, like, you have many things to focus on. You have your family, you have being a vendor and things like that. So having a beer every now and then, eating what your wife makes, like, it's nice to hear you talk about that and also be super focused on running. You're enjoying life and you're also enjoying training at the same time.
Oh,
I
for
like
sure.
that.
Yeah, I'm a whiskey guy.
Oh God, that's why Simon likes, because he's a whiskey guy too. I don't like it.
I love whiskey,
Yeah,
man.
I'm just 92 alcohol.
I
Not for
smoke
me.
it. I smoke it. I do all the fancy things to the whiskey.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I was like, that sounds nice.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds classy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
How do you smoke a whiskey?
I have like this little cover and this little insert hole rubber. It's hard to explain, but essentially I have this little hose thing that you blow the smoke through and it kind of traps it in there for a good uh I trap it in there for like 20 seconds, then I release the
Okay.
smoke, and yeah, I feel like the smoke just kind of like infuses into the whiskey itself. Like if you use a cherry wood
Okay.
chip or whatever, or an apple wood chip, you definitely get like the hints of it. Um,
Oh shit.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay, that sounds nice.
yes,
That sounds classy as fuck.
sometimes I use like lavender and thyme. I'll use like actual like cinnamon even if I want to do like something fall festive or something. I'll use that and a splash of like chai. Um, and my old
Okay.
fashions, yeah, and that it's
Nice.
super 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 good. Yeah.
Dude.
Nice.
You and Simon are made for each other because he loves all that shit and I can't stand that shit.
Well, my mom had a restaurant. I was bartending for her for a little bit, and
Oh.
she let me do like
Okay.
a drink of the day. So I was literally experimenting all the time and definitely not drinking on the job.
No.
Yeah.
Nice. No, why would you?
I have a question for you. The last question I have. What is this running potential running what is it called? Like business idea, I guess, so to speak. On KNC Keys, on the Discord KNC Keys, in your announcements, when you talked about running the marathon, you were saying, I might do a running endeavor maybe in the future or things like that. Have you given any thought about that?
Yeah, most certainly. Shoot, it's probably not going to be anytime like soon. Because I want to curate my own products, but I also want to go to school on
Yeah.
how to curate products with some type of science base, backing to it. So I want to know like exactly why I'm creating the product that I am. How do I make the best product I can, and so on. Because I
Okay.
want to build products from the ground up, all with a purpose, and um, and yeah. So I want to create running shoes. I want to create everything running essentially.
Ooh.
But
Okay.
how do I get there? I'm probably gonna go back to school, start taking classes here pretty shortly, and yeah, U of O, University of Oregon actually has a
Oh.
program there that pretty kind of hopes you get into Nike as well, because Nike's right down the street
Yeah.
from me,
Yeah.
from headquarters. Yeah, and I get to go through their headquarters every once in a while and get to see kind of
Nice.
some of the some of the creation process. I kind of get to skim through some of it.
What
But
program is that? Is that like sports science?
yeah, there's a sports science. Let's see.
So like that's an interesting question. Like what kind of education do you get to
So
make shoes?
yeah, I want to
No idea.
major in sports science, but there's an additional program, product. I forgot what the hell it's called. Sorry, I'm just now Googling it again.
No,
No
you're good.
problem. Yeah. I'm actually watching porn as we speak. Like
Oh, very nice, very nice.
I'm watching it.
Why the fuck would I look at Hubert's ugly face, you know?
I'm watching it through the reflection of your eyeballs as well. So I'm watching.
Yes. Okay. Can you see the horse?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh man. Oh yeah, they just have a product design major.
That's so cool because isn't there like a running? Because a lot of Olympians come from Oregon or like the University of Oregon or like running in terms of running.
Yeah.
Do they have some sort of like training facility up there?
Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Or I mean, so Eugene, Oregon is known as a track town. It's essentially where Nike was created.
Oh,
Yeah. The founder of Nike is from Eugene, Oregon, and yeah, that's where essentially it's come from. That's also where
Okay.
U of O is. That's why he dumps a shitload of money into U of O, and yeah,
that's why.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
they have a product design, sports product design. Even if you want to get a little bit more niche, they offer that. So it's kind of what I
That
was looking at.
actually makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
cool, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, please let us. I mean, I'm sure you'll let everybody know when you start doing that shit. But
Yeah.
that'd
I've
be
already
fucking awesome.
shifted my major like 10 times, so I'm only prolonging when I can get a bachelor. I'm gonna have like 400 credits by the time I actually get one.
You have like 20 minors and like
Jeez, yeah,
triple three majors.
yeah, it's gonna happen.
Fuck it. Well traveled, a well learned individual for sure.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, introspective time. A question for both of you before we get to the good keyboard friend of the week. Kahlil, this is a very it can be a very broad question, but what has running done for you? Like the pros, the cons, the whole running journey. How has it impacted your life? Hopefully for the better, but just in general, like this can be a very broad answer. Or you can have many answers. Just how has running impacted your life?
Oh man,
Hopefully for the better.
I fucking hate it. My legs hurt each and every single day.
Yeah.
I've never experienced leg pain. Not just joking, but no. But sometimes I am running, and I'm like, why the fuck do I do this? Just last Thursday, no, actually on Sunday, yeah, just yesterday, I had a long. It's called a long progressive run, where I just had to like
Whoa.
gradually keep increasing the pace,
Yeah.
for 2.5 miles at a time, and I got to a point where I'm running like a sub 7 minute pace. And I'm just like, holy fucking hell,
That's
why
hard,
am
man.
I doing this
That
shit? I
shit
feel
is
like
hard.
throwing up right now. This is
Yeah.
horrible. My legs are hurting. My shins are fucking dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is
But
hard.
I know, I don't really know how to put it into words. It's just something I'm sticking with. I feel like it's making me a better person. It's made me more active. And I'm thankful for that. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I hate it and I love it. It's a real,
Love hate.
love-hate relationship that I have with running, but uh I guess the races definitely make it super rewarding. It's when I set out to achieve something and I crush the goal and you pass that finish line, there's nothing else, Like the marathon itself was just like there was nothing like it that I've ever experienced. Like I hated it initially, like even running it, I hated it, but after that and just the feeling you get after you run it is just nothing like it. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so proud for you, of you. Before we get to Gondo, what would you say to people that
Nice.
want to start running, or like any tips and tricks for beginners, or like why running is so helpful, or like cardio in general?
Um if you want to start, get into it, you can honestly just ask ChatGPT, how do I start? How do I get into it? Make me a plan or something. It'll create this like super basic plan, like start running 2 minutes at a time, then 2 minutes walk, 2 minutes start, 2 minutes walk. Start slow, something like that. Just run for a short amount of time and then just kind of alternate between walking, uh, and then running again, walking. Do that maybe like 3 to 5 times, and then just kind of gradually increase the amount that you run, and then eventually you'll find yourself being able to run a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, and just gradually increasing the mileage on a weekly basis. I say no more than like 10%. And eventually running won't suck as much for sure. Like I know like when I really first got started getting into running, I started my first plan, it sucked. And like especially with the knee pain, it absolutely sucked. And then eventually kind of got to a point where I could run 6 miles, and 6 miles can be considered an easy run at a certain pace for sure, and it doesn't necessarily suck. And I enjoy my easy runs now because I kind of get to see things and do things that I normally wouldn't be able to do, like tune into a podcast or listen to music for an hour straight.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I feel like I didn't answer your question. I totally forgot what the
no,
question was.
no, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, if you are worried or it seems very scary to start running or even walking,
Yeah.
just go for it, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Gondo can elaborate. He did elaborate on the James exercise episode. I'll ask you the same question. Like, it doesn't have to be running, but exercise. I know I asked you in the previous episode, but like, how has exercise helped you? Tips and tricks for people that want to start
Oh man,
exercise.
it doesn't make me a murderer.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just talking to you before we started the chat about frustrating things that are happening, and most of the times the way that I deal with those is it's kind of like that. Just my processing time is the gym, and it's it's insanely good. It's for me it was night and day, like how I am, how I took adversities before and after gym. I recommend anyone to take up on a sport and something because it's honestly life changing. And honestly, the thing that Keller said is something that's very striking because it doesn't have to be forced, which was something that I always envied about a couple of friends of mine, that they said that it just feels natural. You just do it because you like doing it, and that's fucking magical, man. It took me a lot of time to build that habit, a lot of time and will to keep going until it not sucked, and then much more until it felt good, you know. But some people are much more natural at it, and that's so nice. That is very nice. So just fucking do it. Something will stick. There's a sport for everyone. So yeah, I like the gym because it's a controlled environment, and it's very simple. Then again, very simple sport. How much you weigh per how many reps. That's it. I like it very much, man. It definitely helps. Plus, I get to eat a lot of pizza, which is a plus.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, before we get to the good keyboard friend of the week, Kahlil. For those of us, Gondo, myself, who have never had sex in their entire life, is a runner's high just like having sex?
Oh, no, I don't think so. No, it's not at all. It's entirely different sensation. No, it's
All right.
no, it's not on the same level, right? It's just it's not as
Yeah.
great, but it's
Would you prefer running or having sex?
the latter.
Okay, I would imagine. I would imagine.
No, I fucking love you guys. So the good keyboard friend of the week.
I'll answer that question the first time I have sex.
I'll let you know. Yeah,
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
with me.
Might be. We're just too far apart.
Thank that horse.
Yeah.
Our love is prohibited. It's impossible.
So I fucking love these episodes because we meet friends through keyboards, but there's more to just a person than just keyboards or the keyboard hobby. I mean, fuck, I loved this hour, 14 minutes of talking about running and talking about exercise, things like that. There's usually somebody in your life, whether it's keyboard related, whether it's running related, whatever, that has made a positive impact for you or maybe the community, whichever community that you're a part of. For every Gondo, Kahlil, fucking awesome people, there are some people that may not have the spotlight. or may not get a shout out here and there. And that's why we love to shout people out at the end of every episode. For most episodes, it's a good keyboard friend of the week. They've done something good in the keyboard community. But for this episode, I asked Kahlil to think of some good running friends to nominate. And Gondo, if you have any good exercise friends or any friends in general you want to nominate, that's fine too. But if you, the watcher, the listener, want to nominate somebody, and nominate somebody for us to read at the end of every episode, go to hugemeatbox.com. It's safe for work. It's just our link tree.
Simon.
You click on the first link, the Google form, type in your name, the person of who you want to nominate, and why you're nominating them, and we'll read them out at the end of every episode.
Oh, what the hell? What kind of link is this? I'm with my son. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Got him. Got him.
Got him. Got him.
Oh, fuck yeah! So that's the main way. Obviously you can always like comment on a YouTube video or Instagram or DM any of us, me, Simon, James, Tangus. Fuck, you could even DM Gondo and Kahlil.
Fuck you! Don't DM me.
But yeah,
so many shit DMs. Hubert is going to release the Gonna Reacts episode 2 with what the fuck you guys DM me.
So it's so
Fuckers.
good, badly good, goodly bad. Yeah, but yeah, Kahlil, who do you want to shout out as just people that are awesome in your life, running related or anything related?
Oh man, I guess you could shout out my brother who participated in a lot of my major. Well, he didn't participate in the marathon because he didn't have the money, but he did participate in the half marathon and the most recent 10K that I ran in. Yeah, just being there, made it more fun. Definitely want to get my best friend to start running with me, but no, he's not a runner, and he tried running and he just couldn't get into it. And also, I guess I want to shout out my coworkers who helped, I guess, motivate me, get me into fitness, and yeah, I guess that's as far as that goes. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah, man.
All right, Mr. Gondo, you have anybody? I don't want to put you on the spot if you don't. That's totally fine.
Honestly, man, I have mentioned everyone that I wanted. Lots of people that I mentioned actually came into the show, so
yeah,
I'm out.
Sounds good, man. Well, thank you very much, Kahlil, for this amazing Monday night. Thank you, Gondo, for staying up until past midnight to do this with me.
Whoa.
You're fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yep.
Time is so fucking valuable, and for you two to take time out of your Monday or Tuesday morning or whatever just to hang out with me, I appreciate it. I'll put all of these two gentlemen's links in the video description below. Please support them.
Which links? What do you put for mine?
Gondo. I have a lot. I have your GitHub. I have many things. Yeah.
So that's why people DM me.
Yeah, the OF. Don't forget the OF. Yeah.
I have to earn a living.
Please support these gentlemen. If it's not monetary, just supporting them, sending good wishes. KNC
no, fuck
keys.
you. Support me monetarily, please. Buy my keyboards. Please do. I need to pay rent.
Help. Oh man. You guys are fucking awesome. If you want Gondo to survive, if you want Kahlil to run in Hawaii, I'll input the Cash App tags in the description below. No, but again, you guys are fucking awesome. On behalf of myself, Gondo, Kahlil, Simon, James, Tangus, thank you for another fantastic episode, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. I did the salute thing too.